Hi, welcome back. I'm Fran and this is frannook in the pages. This video is going to be my nonfiction November TBR. I'm not an avid reader of nonfiction, but I do read my fair share of nonfiction, specifically some subgenres such as memoirs. I just love listening to a great memoir. But for this month, I'm going to push myself a little bit and explore other genres. And I chose some books that I own because I need to tackle my physical TBR, which I haven't really been doing in, I don't know, the past months recently. So I'll try to use the physical books that I own to follow the categories that the creator of Nonfiction November gave as guidelines. Nonfiction November is a month-long readathon that focuses on nonfiction. It was created by Olive at A Book Olive, and she gave us 4 categories: collection, industry, style, and treatment. And you can try to interpret these categories, and the challenge is basically to read at least one nonfiction book in the whole month, but of course, the more you read, the better. I chose one book per category and then I have a bonus one at the end that kind of fits all categories. So let's take a look at what I have here. For the category of collection, I decided to go with In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. I chose it for the collection category because this memoir uses the dream house as a metaphor, and it is basically a collection of different metaphors that the dream house is used for. For instance, we have the dream house as a cycle, the dream house as a cautionary tale, the dream house as a rapture, and so on and so forth. I've heard amazing, great things about this memoir from anyone who's read it. My girlfriend read it before me and she loved it, so I know that I'm going to love it as well, and I cannot wait. For industry, and here I don't want to say that I cheated a little bit, but it might be a stretch. It's a wide interpretation of industry. I chose Gentleman Jack. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, so I apologize, but it's right here. And I chose this one because it is a biography of Anne Lister, which is a character that I absolutely fell in love with after watching the TV show Gentleman Jack, which is absolute perfection. And I think that Anne Lister was a very industrious and just brilliant mind, an incredible historical figure that I want to know more about. So this is the book that I'm going to read for industry. Next up is style, and for this one I'm going to go with The Stylist's Guide to New York City by Sibella Court, and it has style in the title, so it perfectly fits the category. Sibella Court worked as an interior designer in New York for more than 10 years, and this is basically a well-edited collection of stores, services, galleries, markets, and so much more. It is an idiosyncratic travel guide celebrating the beautiful, the curious, the unexpected, and the chosen with the impeccable eye of an insider. I've been to New York twice, and it is such an incredible, breathtaking, unique city. I love it so much. I love the city so much, and I honestly cannot wait to flip through this book. It looks absolutely amazing. I just love it. It's more of a coffee table book, I think, but it still fits in the nonfiction category, and I honestly cannot wait to flip through this whole thing and just look at the beautiful pictures. I'm so excited. And for treatment, I have Letters to Myself by Kabi Nagata. This is the second installment, I think, in the manga memoir series by the author. The first one was My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. I read it last year and I absolutely loved it. This is the second installment, and I don't know exactly what's going to be in this one, but I know that it deals heavily with mental health and self-discovery, and I think that those aspects perfectly belong in the treatment category. This is how it looks on the inside. It has this beautiful white and pink palette throughout the whole thing, and I honestly cannot wait. I know that I'm going to love this one as much as I loved my lesbian experience with loneliness. And the last book that I would like to read for Nonfiction November is kind of a bonus because it is a book that fits all the categories. I'm going to listen to the audiobook of this one, and it is Everybody Else is Perfect by Gabrielle Korn. The audiobook is narrated by Gabrielle Zachman, and I love her voice. I've listened to other things that she's narrated, and I say that it fits all the categories because this is a provocative and intimate collection of personal and cultural essays. Gabrielle Korn worked for a fashion magazine, so we have style, we have industry, and it also fits the treatment category because when she moved to New York and started working at this magazine as editor-in-chief, she was struggling with anorexia, with mental health, her body image, and so much more. So this memoir has it all, and I think it's going to be a very interesting and insightful, deep read, and I cannot wait. So these are the books that I plan on reading for Nonfiction November. I have some other things that I would like to read throughout the month, but those are going to be treats and surprises for what's to come next. So I don't want to spoil you. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm excited and you'll know eventually, so don't worry about that. But anyways, let me know in the comments if you're participating, if you've made a nonfiction TBR video. Let me know so I can come and check it out. Let me know what you're going to be reading for this month if you're joining Nonfiction November, and let me know what you think of the books that I'm going to be reading. If you've read them, if you would like to, if you've heard something about them, just drop a comment down below because I love talking to you in the comments and it means so much to me. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and follow me on the social media places, and I'll see you soon with another video. Until then, have a good one and warm hugs. Bye!